OKOP.
Yo!
Hey!
We are live. No one is inside, but we should we crack open a cold one anyway to celebrate with a little sip? Let's get into it. Cheers.
Let's do it.
Am I the a-hole for meeting my 10-year-old daughter and telling her I thought she was aborted?
Yeah, that sounds
Doesn't
terrible.
sound good
It
at all.
sounds on the surface like a horrendous situation.
It sounds just so ridiculously bad. I'm very worried. To start, my ex and I were 19 when she got pregnant. We had recently broke up and she found out a couple weeks later that she was pregnant.
Oh.
She said she planned to abort the kid, but only wanted her sister there. So I was always under the belief that she had aborted. She only contacted me once saying it was done, and we didn't speak again. Fast forward 19 years later, 19 years.
Whoa.
I found out a month ago that was a lie.
Oh.
My ex passed away 3 years ago, and my daughter Kara has been living with her uncle. Which is just like, there's just so much wrong with this.
Oh, this like every three words it escalates so much worse.
I know, like the ex is dead. He was the one to reach out to give me a heads up after she expressed an interest in wanting us to connect. So the daughter, right?
Right.
He and I spoke at length because I was feeling some pretty strong emotions, like rage for never being told about her, which I totally understand. Like, you think you don't have a daughter, and then all of a sudden you have a daughter?
Crazy.
Bro. My ex had backed out of aborting the kid, but didn't want me involved because we were broken up, so decided just not to tell me, which I think is an asshole move there.
Yeah.
But he told me that Kara doesn't know about that. Apparently, I wasn't ready for fatherhood because we were both so young, so I bailed.
So she was ready for motherhood?
Yeah, but also, like, that's just not true. He had no idea.
Yeah.
He had absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Rob, her uncle, told me he knows his sister was wrong for that, but promised Kara doesn't have any negative feelings towards me, and my ex never painted me as some villain, just a young guy who knew he couldn't properly care for her. He asked me not to tell Kara this when we talk if she asks, and because like it could, hurt the way she saw her mom. And again, her mom is dead. So
he gotta lie to her because they lied to her?
Yeah, I know. That's a bunch of BS.
Is that where we're at?
That's a bunch of BS.
Okay.
And OP says, I never actually confirmed I would. Kara messaged me and we've been talking. I've met her twice and it's been crazy emotional. Looking at this girl who looks just like me and hurting that we're just barely getting to know each other right now. Like, oh, dude, I can't imagine how tough that was.
I mean,
it must have been so tough.
Yeah.
So far, our conversations have only been about what her life was like, how my life is, what her wants/future goals are, and just getting to know each other in general. We met again Tuesday, and she finally decided to ask the obvious questions about what made me not want to be involved, and how did I feel, and what went through my mind, did I ever think about her, etc. I had been thinking about what to do, but in that moment, I just didn't have it in me to lie, so I was honest. That I was told that she had been aborted and had no idea she existed until now, but that I still really want to be in her life and have a chance to be her father if she wants that.
Imagine being the daughter.
Dude, that's a bomb to drop.
So much
that's a big ass
for her
bomb
to handle.
You think your father doesn't want to be in your life for 19 years, and then to say that your dead mother lied to you? Like, you find out your dead mother lied to you about your father. Like, I don't even know how you process that, bro.
No.
Kara was a bit emotional. We talked some more,
right,
and said she still wants me to be involved. That night, my messages were blowing up. Not just from Rob, but her grandparents as well. They're all outraged for telling Kara about her mom because she yelled at all of them and is refusing even to take their call. So there's a bunch of fallout now from all of this stuff. Yes, the lie was terrible, but I just ruined the image she had of her late mother for my own benefit. Rob called me a selfish dick for not taking into consideration how this would affect Kara finding out about this. So right now, I feel like absolute shit. I get honesty is the best policy, but in this case, I don't know if I was an asshole for doing it. I'm still learning this whole dad business, so I don't know if I dropped the ball here.
I give him kudos for his acknowledgement at the end of like, I did ruin the image of her mom who is now dead, so she like there can be no communication about
unless
that.
you get a Ouija board out.
Yeah. unless you
gotta get that Ouija board out and then ask your
supernatural
mom
with
all
it.
the questions. Dead
Yeah.
mom, all the questions.
I want to say he's not the asshole, but that is something to be considered. Like, her mother is dead, and, you know, that is a really, really negative side effect.
All right, hot take though.
Oh, goodness.
Hot
Here
take,
we go.
Right? So would you rather have the dad who is alive have a good relationship with his daughter? Or would you rather the dad who is alive, who's going to have that relationship with his daughter, continue, his relationship be marred by this thing that his wife lied about, or his girlfriend lied about, and then like preserve the image of his dead mother? Like, I say, just like tell the truth and then repair the relationship with the person that is alive. Who cares about the dead person?
Who cares about the okay?
Who cares about the dead person? Hot take.
I was about to say, this doesn't sound that hot of a take. I'm like, okay, now here we go. Yeah. No. Honestly, I mean, the daughter's life, like 19, that's still very young. Or no, her mother died when she was basically 3 years before she was 19. So, I mean, she wasn't even an adult. She was still a teenager. Like, all things considered, even considering the unintended consequences, he did the right thing. Mitch
Moreland fan 18. He says someone should have been honest with her before now, which is like, really, like,
obviously,
duh, bro. Like, all of the grandparents are getting mad and everyone's getting, like, Rob's getting mad, but bruh, like, you should have been honest with her. What are you doing?
Her whole family are the a-holes.
Yeah,
because like they shouldn't be yelling at him. At a bare minimum, this should be a conversation.
Yeah,
of like, hey, here's why we don't want this image of your mom. No, they're just like calling him angry. No.
Also, someone agrees with me. R.Anna.O says, I agree the living relationship is more important at this point. And like, you summed it up imperfectly. Like,
Anna O.
Hey.
With the right takes.
Let's go. What? To the relationship pages?
Yeah.
Someone's saying part 2. Bro.
They've introduced
the line. Oh no.
Everyone comment part 2 in the comments right now to blow up this live. Here we go. If we get 10,000 followers in the next 5 minutes, we will post part 2 immediately.